Did you know that after the age of 50, you lose up to 1–2% of your muscle mass every year, even if you're relatively healthy? You might be eating healthy during the day, but if you're skipping this one simple habit before bed, your muscles could be wasting away as you sleep. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 4 science-backed foods you should eat before bed to help your body rebuild muscle, improve sleep, and protect your independence as you age. Stick around for food number 4. It's often overlooked, but might just be the most powerful recovery booster in your kitchen. Let's talk about a silent thief, sarcopenia. Most people over 50 have never even heard of it, yet it quietly robs millions of strength, balance, and independence every single year. Sarcopenia is the medical term for age-related muscle loss, and it begins as early as your 40s and 50s. Even if you feel relatively healthy, research shows that unless you're actively working to preserve muscle, you could be losing 1–2% of your muscle mass every year. Over a decade, that adds up. This isn't just about vanity or looking toned. Muscle is metabolically active. It supports your mobility, stabilizes your joints, protects against falls and fractures, and plays a huge role in your immune function and metabolism. In fact, sarcopenia is now being recognized as a predictor of early mortality, just like high blood pressure or diabetes. That's because muscle is more than tissue. It's a vital organ of longevity. What causes it? A few things. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at synthesizing protein, the building block of muscle. We also produce less testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone, which are critical for repair and regeneration. Add to that lower levels of physical activity and poorer sleep, and you've got a recipe for slow but serious decline. Here's the kicker. Muscle isn't just lost because you're aging. It's lost because you were not feeding and using it properly, especially at night when your body enters repair mode. But there's a way to flip the switch, and it starts with what's on your plate before bed. Now, you might be wondering, why focus on food before bed? Isn't it better to avoid eating at night? That's a common myth. The truth is, for older adults, your body actually needs a steady supply of amino acids during sleep to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. And that's where bedtime nutrition becomes your secret weapon against sarcopenia. During deep sleep, your body ramps up muscle protein synthesis. This is your body's natural rebuilding process. But if you're going to bed without proper nutrition, it's like trying to repair a house without any bricks or wood. Without the right fuel, your body simply doesn't have the resources to maintain or grow your muscles, no matter how much you rest. In younger people, the body can get away with skipping a meal here and there and still maintain muscle mass. But as we get older, that anabolic resistance sets in. Your muscles become less responsive to protein, so they require a bit more and a bit more frequently. That's why a small, strategic nighttime snack rich in protein and micronutrients can make a world of difference. It's not about overeating. It's about eating smart. What you eat before bed isn't just about muscle either. The right foods can help stabilize your blood sugar, reduce inflammation, support hormone balance, and even improve sleep quality, which in turn further enhances recovery. It's a win-win. So the question now is, what foods give you the biggest return on your health while you sleep? Let's start with the first powerhouse option. Food number 1, casein-rich foods. If you're looking for a food that works while you sleep, this is it. Greek yogurt and cottage cheese aren't just delicious snacks. They're some of the most powerful tools in your anti-aging toolbox, especially when consumed at night. What makes them so effective? They're rich in a special type of protein called casein. Now, casein is different from the protein you get in something like a whey shake. While whey protein is fast digesting, ideal for post-workout recovery, casein is what we call slow digesting protein. It takes its time, releasing amino acids steadily over several hours. And that's exactly what your body needs at night. Think about it. Your body enters a long fast when you go to bed. For the next 7 to 9 hours, you're not eating, but your muscles still need nutrients to repair and regenerate. That's where casein shines. It acts almost like an IV drip for your muscles, supplying a slow and steady stream of amino acids, especially leucine, which is the key amino acid that triggers muscle repair. In fact, Multiple studies have shown that eating 20 to 40 grams of casein before bed helps older adults preserve lean muscle, improve strength, and even enhance next-day metabolism. One study from Maastricht University in the Netherlands found that participants who consumed casein before sleep had higher overnight muscle protein synthesis rates than those who didn't eat anything. Translation? They were actively building and preserving muscle, even while lying in bed. But the benefits go beyond muscles. Greek yogurt and cottage cheese also contain a range of nutrients that support bone health, gut function, and immunity. For example, they're excellent sources of calcium, phosphorus, and probiotics, nutrients that tend to decline with age but are crucial for keeping you mobile, energetic, and resilient. Now, if you're concerned about lactose intolerance, you're not alone. The good news is that many brands of Greek yogurt and cottage cheese are naturally lower in lactose, and there are lactose-free versions widely available now. You can also opt for A2 milk-based or fermented versions, which are gentler on the stomach. How do you add it to your nightly routine? It's simple. About 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt or 1/2 cup of cottage cheese about 30 to 60 minutes before bed does the trick. For extra benefits, top it with a few almonds, chia seeds, or even a few berries. This combination gives you protein, healthy fats, and fiber, all of which help regulate blood sugar through the night and keep you feeling satisfied without being overly full. Remember, this isn't about heavy late-night meals. It's about precision feeding your body what it needs to thrive as you age. And few things are more precise or more powerful than casein-rich foods. Food number 2, unsweetened tart cherry juice. Now let's shift to something a bit more unexpected. Tart cherry juice. This isn't your average fruit drink. In fact, when unsweetened and consumed in moderation, tart cherry juice becomes a natural elixir for better sleep, reduced inflammation, and yes, improved overnight recovery. Why is tart cherry juice such a standout, especially for adults over 50? It all comes down to a few key compounds it contains. First, tart cherries are one of the richest natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your brain produces to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. As we age, our natural melatonin production tends to decline, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Tart cherry juice helps support your body's natural circadian rhythm, making it easier to enter those deep, restorative stages of sleep. But that's just the beginning. Tart cherries also contain powerful antioxidants like anthocyanins and quercetin, which have been shown to reduce inflammation, joint pain, and muscle soreness. This is a big deal, especially if you're dealing with arthritis, stiffness, or chronic inflammation that tends to flare up at night. In one clinical trial published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, participants who drank tart cherry juice twice daily reported significant improvements in sleep quality and duration compared to those given a placebo. Another study from the University of Vermont found that older adults who consumed tart cherry juice before bed slept on average 84 more minutes per night, a game changer if you're used to tossing and turning. What makes this especially important for aging muscles is that deep sleep is when your body releases the most growth hormone, which plays a direct role in muscle repair, fat metabolism, and even cognitive clarity. So by sleeping better, you're actually supercharging your overnight recovery process, not just for your body, but for your brain and hormones as well. Now, a quick word of caution. Not all cherry juice is created equal. Look for unsweetened 100% tart cherry juice, not the sweetened kind often sold alongside soda and fruit punch. You're aiming for about 4 to 8 ounces, around 30 minutes before bed. That small amount is usually enough to give your body what it needs without overloading you with natural sugars. And if you're worried about blood sugar spikes, here's a pro tip. Pair the juice with a small protein or fat source like a boiled egg, a spoonful of almond butter, or even that Greek yogurt we just talked about. This slows the absorption of natural sugars and helps balance your insulin response, promoting more stable overnight energy. Tart cherry juice isn't just for athletes or fitness fanatics. It's for anyone who wants to sleep deeper, recover faster, and wake up feeling stronger. And when combined with casein-rich foods, you've got a dynamic duo that helps fight muscle loss, soothe joints, and revitalize your body overnight. Food number 3, magnesium and protein combo. Pumpkin seeds. Now let's talk about a small but mighty bedtime food. Pumpkin seeds. Don't underestimate these little green gems. They're not only high in plant-based protein, but they're also one of the richest dietary sources of magnesium, a mineral most adults over 50 are severely lacking in. Let's start with the protein benefit. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds packs around 8–10 grams of high-quality plant protein, along with key amino acids like tryptophan, which promotes relaxation and better sleep. So not only are you fueling your muscles, but you're also helping your brain unwind. 2 for 1. But what makes pumpkin seeds truly stand out is their magnesium content. Just one serving provides nearly 40% of your daily needs. Magnesium plays a key role in muscle relaxation, nerve function, and deep sleep. It helps regulate muscle contractions and keeps inflammation at bay, 2 areas that become increasingly important as we age. Here's a quick test. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with leg cramps or restless legs? That could be your body crying out for magnesium. Adding a tablespoon or 2 of pumpkin seeds to your evening routine can help prevent those midnight wake-ups and support smoother, more restorative sleep. And here's a fun fact for our pattern interrupt. Pumpkin seeds are basically nature's sleeping pills in disguise, only crunchier and far more delicious. Plus, they're loaded with zinc, iron, and antioxidants, which support immunity, blood production, and brain health. You can eat them raw, roasted, or even sprinkle them into your Greek yogurt or cottage cheese from earlier for a bedtime super snack combo. Pumpkin seeds prove that sometimes big things really do come in small packages. But we're not done yet. The next food on the list works a bit differently. It doesn't just feed your body, it calms your nervous system, supports overnight detox, and helps with fat metabolism. Curious? Stay with me. Food number 4, almond butter. Now let's dive into our final bedtime superfood, almond butter. Yes, that smooth, creamy spread you might already love on toast has some surprising bedtime benefits, especially if you're over 50 and serious about muscle preservation, hormone balance, and restful sleep. Just 1 tablespoon of almond butter provides a powerful combination of healthy fats, protein, magnesium, and tryptophan, a sleep-enhancing amino acid that also supports serotonin and melatonin production. That's your brain's natural off switch when it comes to winding down and transitioning into deep, restful sleep. But there's more. Almond butter is also an excellent source of monounsaturated fats, which are crucial for supporting testosterone and estrogen balance. Why does that matter? Because as we age, hormonal shifts can lead to muscle loss, stubborn fat storage, and poor recovery. Healthy fats help keep these hormone levels stable, allowing your body to recover and repair more effectively overnight. Plus, almond butter's natural blend of vitamin E, calcium, and potassium nourishes your heart, bones, and muscles. So muscles, all while keeping your blood sugar levels steady through the night. That's key. A sudden blood sugar dip at 3 a.m. can cause a cortisol spike and wake you up unexpectedly. Almond butter acts like a stabilizing anchor, keeping energy levels smooth and your muscles quietly repairing while you dream. Now here's a quick pattern interrupt moment. You might be wondering, isn't eating fat before bed a bad thing? Not if it's the right kind. Your body isn't in fat-burning mode at night, it's in rebuilding mode. And healthy fat is one of your body's best tools for overnight healing, especially when combined with muscle-supporting protein. Try adding a tablespoon of almond butter to a slice of sprouted grain toast, or just eat it off the spoon. And for a truly powerful nighttime combo, pair it with a few pumpkin seeds or a small piece of banana for a sleep-enhancing trifecta. So here's the big takeaway, friends. Your body does its deepest healing while you sleep, but only if you give it the right tools. These 4 bedtime foods, Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, tart cherry juice, pumpkin seeds, and almond butter, aren't just snacks. They're targeted, science-backed strategies to preserve muscle, improve sleep, reduce inflammation, and support long-term vitality. Remember, after 50, muscle doesn't just fade because of age. It fades because of neglect. But now you know what to do. So tonight, don't just go to bed prepared. Add 1 or 2 of these into your routine and give your body the nourishment it has been quietly asking for. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more evidence-based tips tailored specifically for the 50-plus community. Hit the like button if you learned something new, and share this with someone you care about. Because aging well isn't just possible, it's powerful. And in the comments below, tell me, which of these 4 bedtime foods are you going to try first?